This video is about disappointments. Um, One of the things that I wish I had known when I was coming up, and have tried to teach my kids, is that we will be disappointed. And the question is, how do we handle those disappointments? And we especially will be disappointed by people that we love, and how not to make it about us. So if, for instance, if if my mother disappointed me, then I somehow internalized that as I was a bad person, or that maybe she was bad, or whatever the case may be, and be able to again talk about it. And I think that's why honest communication is so important to me, is just being able to have that conversation about whatever is going on, and being able to verbalize the fact that I am disappointed. I know when I tell my sons that I'm disappointed, they do not like that. And so I know that people don't like to disappoint other people, but that is a fact of life. We will be disappointed. We will be disappointed by ourselves, within ourselves, about things that we may want to do and don't do. We will be disappointed by people that we love, mother, sister, brother, father. And then, not to say that it's intentional. It's not about being intentional. It's just a fact of life. And so then the question is, how do I deal with that disappointment? Do I become angry? Do I become afraid? And then being able to work through those, identify the emotions and work through the emotions. And so there becomes a level of awareness to say, why am I upset? But if you don't know that you will be disappointed, then we have these expectations, and expectations I have found will mess you up. I have expectations that you will do this, and then some people have unspoken expectations, and then when you have unspoken expectations, I feel like that's automatic. You're on the road to automatic disappointment, because you don't let people know what your expectations are. And so then you expect things, and that person can't read your mind. And so then the question is, how do I now deal with the fact that, oh, you should have known. How many times has someone said that to maybe their husband or their boyfriend or their mom or whatever, or their child, to say, you should have known this. You should have known this. Well, if you didn't tell them, how would you expect them to know that? And that's the funny part of it for me. It's the funny part is that, if someone's told me I should have known, then I'm going to tell them, did you tell me? If you didn't tell me, then how would you expect me to know? And so it doesn't make sense for me to tell somebody that same exact thing. And so again, disappointments, and it's typically about these expectations that we have of other people, these unspoken expectations, or even spoken. They could be either or. But then we expect people to maybe do things that they're not even capable of doing. So if you expect people to do, to be a good housekeeper, and they've never been a good housekeeper, why would you expect them to do anything different? And then some people say, well, you'll do it just because you love me. But okay, I love you. But if that's what you're basing whether I love you or not on, that doesn't make any sense either. And so again, it's how do you navigate these things so they are not detrimental to the relationships that you have, and not detrimental to your own mental health also. And just being aware. You have to be aware of, why am I upset? Was this clear? Was it not clear? Was the other person even capable of doing this? And if they're not, then that's where grace comes in. How do I now, especially if you want to maintain that relationship, because some relationships maybe you don't want to maintain, but other relationships you want to maintain. And you're like, how important was that? Maybe I need to talk to that person. Maybe I need to just get a grip myself and say, you know what, that was not that important. What? Then that goes back to picking your battles. Not everything should be a battle. Okay, I know right now I deal with a lot of stuff with teenage boys in the house, and I'm like, my dream is I can't wait. I'm not gonna put them out. That's not gonna happen. But I cannot wait until I get my house back because a lot of things that they do, I don't like. But I want them not to feel like a prisoner in their own home as well. And so I pick my battles. I don't, it's not about all the little things that I wish they would do, and I can tell them, but again, it's about being able to navigate this and still hopefully maintain the relationship so that they feel like their home is a safe haven for them, and that we can still coexist in the same place. So, disappointments because you have expectations that they're unspoken, they are spoken, and then being able to understand what the relationship is like, and then also picking your battles. It is so important. Have a great day.